Hey, I'm doing more of the worst yep, those. I'm doing more of the worst PlayStation 1 games of all time. Last episode, we went through some Barbie game, some movie, another TV show, cartoon, something. I don't know. Point is, they were all pretty boring. And it doesn't look like that's gonna change because number 17 is Chaos Break from Eon Digital Entertainment, year 2000. So this is actually a late stage PlayStation 1 game. This was either right before or right around the time that the PlayStation 2 actually came out. Developer Eon Digital Entertainment did everything it could to essentially remake Resident Evil with Chaos Break. It pretty much is Resident Evil insofar as the plot and gameplay elements are concerned. Stop reading if you've heard this one before. You control one of two characters who is part of a government organization sent to investigate and clean up a mysterious incident that happened in what was thought to be a deserted biochemistry lab in the middle of nowhere. It turns out there are zombies and monsters there, and using third-person shooting mechanics, you have to progress through dark, horrific environments to survive terrible voice acting that never matches the subtitles. All of that is Resident Evil to a T. However, while Eon Digital took all of the superficial elements from Resident Evil, they forgot one thing, good gameplay. Chaos Break is just boring. Again, we're continuing on from last episode. Oh boy. You wander around mostly empty, bland corridors looking for things to shoot, most of which poses no challenge, and you move on to the next terribly written and acted cutscene. And don't get me started on the footsteps sounds. That might sound petty, but try listening to that horse clopping noise for hours on end without stop and see how much of it you can take. Boy, and looking at this screenshot, it doesn't really look good for a late stage PlayStation 1. I feel like there's plenty of PlayStation 1 games that look so much better than that. Also, as you can see, I had to download the European version. There was no US version. This and the next game I'm gonna be playing were never released in the US, so apparently this is so bad that they're just like, nah, we don't need a US release. Oh. Okay. Giant worm monster thing. Chaos Break. If it does do a like voice. Oh.
Chaos Break.
I almost wrote it off too soon. So this is 100%. They even have the fucking eye. This is 100% just like, yep, this is basically, she even looks like Jill. They 100% just copied fucking Resident Evil. He doesn't really look like Chris. So, they at least have one original character. Let's play as Matuki. Oh, did I skip the cutscene? I was like hitting the buttons trying to skip the cutscene, but nothing.
The interior of the facility is probably
No,
very well
there was just a
guarded
loading
indeed.
screen in the middle of the cutscene. I don't think I
Doesn't
skipped.
look like we're gonna have it easy.
Wait, am I skipping things? If I'm skipping things, it's skipping.
I know.
Okay, I was skipping things. It just is it just me or did that skip in the weirdest way? Like it didn't actually like indicate that the cutscene was skipped. I will say the one thing it has not done, which is a rarity in these games, is it didn't use tank controls. An energy pack. What is that? Oh, that's ammo. Okay, so basically I'm like Mega Man. Well, I guess it's not like the guns aren't implanted in my arms. Oh my god, the camera's terrible though. You can't control the camera, as far as I can tell. You can center it behind you. Okay, all right. So this actually doesn't have terrible controls. I don't know what all this shit that I'm picking up is. Is there like a map? There sure should be at some point. Which is good because I have no idea where I'm going. Oop. Oh, I just shot a nuke. It's not quite the same as Barbie's rolls. Shit, they need to, whatever government organization I'm a part of, they need to hire Barbie to teach her how to do a roll properly.
I'm in B2 right now. Come over here for a sec.
I'm in B2 right now. What the fuck? Okay, terribly acted. Got it. The whatchamacallit, the article, spot on with that. Did I really need to, like, watch her ride the elevator? Is that a thing that needed to happen? Are those things to shoot? What was that running? Why'd you run randomly? Why was that a cutscene? I could see them get when I got off the elevator. I don't. Oh my god. I don't give a shit about the story. I'm gonna be playing this for like 10 minutes. I don't need the story. The death.
One mistake and we're all dead.
That sounds like someone who's really distressed about the whole situation. There's nothing we can
That
do.
was something else. We hit it with all we had, and it didn't even blink.
Oh my god. Every time
Is that what those cells grow into?
I play a game from like an actual game studio
But there
that
were no
has-
reports of life forms like this in the previous operation.
her voice
You mean
acting
it's
is like
something else entirely?
at least not terrible, but anytime I play a game, I'm just skipping all this. Anytime I play a game from an actual like game company that has just terrible voice acting, I think how? Like genuinely how? Where did they find these voice actors? Cuz clearly they must have just either hired people in the office, just like some of the developers or, you know, 3D modelers or whatever, and just like, hey, we need someone to do the voice for this. Do you guys just want to do it? You give you like $50. Or they did the same thing, just instead of people in the office, they just walked outside and found someone on the sidewalk and just like, hey, want to come in and say a few lines? And
I'll start by contacting headquarters.
all right, you start by contacting headquarters. Why are there turrets? Can I kill the turrets? I will say the environment and the fact that I have like an energy blaster and am now fighting robots, it does genuinely give me Mega Man Legends vibes, except, you know, Mega Man Legends was better. It's actually a good game. This is just, nothing's happened yet, I feel like. I keep picking up data discs. Is that like ink ribbons? Is that what that is? Because I don't know what, like, what are all these items? I feel like I haven't had any of these items described to me. Ooh. I mean, I'll give you points for like the buy pride thing you got going on in the background, but like, what the fuck was that? Oh, level 2 security password. Well, I don't have that, so there was no point in me coming in here except to get some data discs that I don't know what the fuck they do and get some ammo. I'm starting to see what they're talking about the footstep sounds. I've been sitting here basically, it feels like it's been like 30 minutes. It's only been like 5, but sitting here for like 5 minutes, not, was that where I was supposed to go? Sitting here for like 5 minutes, not talking, just playing the game. Nothing's happened. It's incredibly boring. I feel like Resident Evil games at least do a good job of, even right at the beginning, giving you at least the illusion that there's danger. Think like Resident Evil 4, starting you off in that fucking village. You come to the village immediately, and then it's just, oh, all of the enemies are trying to kill you, including multiple, like, at least 1 or 2 people with chainsaws. I think it's only 1 at that point, but Resident Evil 2, you start, just, there's a car crash, you're in the middle of fucking
Larry, fix the communicator circuits.
town, and you just have to run
What are
through
you going to
and
do?
get to the police station. Just zombies
check out the
surrounding you.
research facility.
You're good. I'm thinking of like the original Resident Evil 2. I
Wait,
remember nothing about the
you're going
remake. I
in there
hated the
alone?
remake, but I
And besides,
don't give a shit. Hear the story like nothing's been. I mean, I've skipped most of it to be fair, but it's the bits that I have heard is just like generic story. The article is absolutely correct. It's like walk into room, shoot things, walk out of room. Like there doesn't seem to be any sense of danger. And I also never thought I would miss the like static camera that Resident Evil had. Like the original Resident Evil games. I never thought I would miss. What am I doing? Is there any indication of where I'm supposed to go? Other than, like, you probably told me?
It's taking more time than I thought it would.
Alright. Cool. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I thought I explored everywhere already. But yeah, the camera is not great because it doesn't turn in a way that lets you see things around you. You have to keep centering it. Like, having a camera that's not amazing, you can kind of get around if you have right stick controls, but this is obviously a really early game. Well, it's PlayStation 1. The analog sticks weren't, like, a regular thing that was used. Oh, there's an actual, like, security code I need. Oh, my God. Passcode can be entered from this terminal. I know that. Where is it? Wow. Super. So much danger. So much danger. I literally just stand and shoot a bunch. There's no danger in any of these enemies. They do barely any damage. Oh my God, what is the camera doing? Also, he did no damage. No damage whatsoever. He had all of the time in the world to get the drop on me because I missed all of those, like every shot. The camera was fucking with me. And, oh, hold on. I might have found something. S.W.A.R.M. Can I enter the password here? I sure can't. Oh my God, a life pack. You know, that's gonna be super useful because of all of the penicillin. What the fuck is that? You know, all of the damage that I've taken so far. It's gonna be extremely useful that I now have a life pack. I also just noticed that the text for this says entry the passcode. So, you know, clearly someone did not translate this very well. Did I do it? Oh shit, we can get to level 2. Fun times. That is absolutely amazing. I can't wait. I'm playing this game a lot longer than I wanted to because I am trying to give these games a fair shot. Because one of the problems when I would do like the games with gold and stuff like that, I would play the game for an hour and there are plenty of games where I was like, yeah, this game's just alright, or like it's not that great, and then I would go back and play them later and they would be absolutely amazing. It's just like they start slow or whatever. So I'm okay, alright. Dude, my feet are fucking powerful. How can I kick like a million times harder than my guns can hit? Can I just go up and kick these robots, these turrets? But I would. Okay, it's not effective against the turrets. Doesn't matter. They're weak anyway. But yeah, I would constantly play a game for an hour, be like, yeah, this game's not great, and then later on I would replay the game and end up being one of my favorite games. Like, it's just really fucking good. So I'm trying to give this as much of a chance to get unboring as it possibly can. It's just not happening. Nothing has happened so far. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's more of the same fucking enemies. So, these 5, am I gonna stand here? Oh, wait. Okay, that was a bad idea. Uh-oh, it's Birkin. It's William Birkin. No. Get away. Get away. Get away. All right, hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. No danger. No fucking danger. Oh no, another one. Oh, he got behind a wall. So much. Oh, there's one behind me. Walking slow. They added a new enemy and it's even less dangerous than the ones I've already faced. How did they make a weaker enemy and present it as like a good thing? Oh, we got the small bitches. None of them moved towards me until they were already half dead. All right, you know what? I think that is enough of that game. Yeah, it is 100% Resident Evil. Just they didn't remember to add any of the fun. Number 16, S.W.A.R.M Mix Kid, 1998. The original PlayStation 2 and PS2 to a lesser extent is loaded with budget games produced on the cheap. I mean, we've already seen 4 of them. I can't imagine there was a lot of money put into any of those games. And sports games. Some of these are pretty good, but many of them are crap. When the two come together, you get one extreme, or 2 extreme. Or this game, I guess. Chances are the results won't be pretty. Such is the case with S.W.A.R.M Mix, a skiing game exclusive to Japan and mainland Europe. Yes, again, another game that was not released in the US. If it is anything like Chaos Break, that actually might be kind of interesting. A weird skiing Resident Evil. I don't know how the fuck that would work. Developer Kid and their European publisher Midas Interactive specialize in games on the cheap and unleashed a fury of games like this on the cheap for years. Midas Interactive. That sounds extremely familiar. I mean, I can't really find them on like Wikipedia just to see like a list of their games, but you can look at plenty of the games they have up here, and man, I have not heard of any of them. So, but I'm sure that these are all just some of the best. They were champions of pool games. That's like the 3rd pool game I've seen. Q Club. Okay, maybe only the 2nd, but they got pool, they got golf. They got Flintstones. Hold on. Wait. The Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas. Was that the movie? Was that the live action movie? They made a movie game. Awesome. Being a budget title isn't what makes this a bad game. There are a lot of great budget games in this era, especially from the Simple series on PS1 and PS2, but the cheapness of S.W.A.R.M Mix is highlighted by its simplicity. There's not much to this game. You race some AI opponents down a snowy hill and can do the occasional mid-air stunt. Holy shit, this sounds exactly like fucking 1 Extreme and 2 Extreme. That's about it. But what little it does is done very poorly. The physics are way off. You feel more like a bowling ball being dropped from an airplane than a skier. And the mid-air stunts are impossible to pull off thanks to the heavy feel and bad controls. Alright, I'm excited. I am looking forward to this. Well, looking forward in a, like, morbid curiosity sort of way. Well, that's a hell of a start. I love how it didn't even show, like, a developer or anything. Like, even the developer is like, we don't want a fucking name on this piece of shit. We don't want people to know that... We don't want people to know that we made this. What the fuck? Oh, it's using the the like Japanese style controls where circle is continue and X is reverse, like back. Because I hit X and I was really wondering why the fuck nothing happened. What the fuck is happening to him? Why is he flicking in and out? I can kind of... Part of me thinks... See, I'm not sure if I can chalk that up to the emulator, because I've had issues with like the PS2 emulator, but not the PS1 emulator. This is the first game where I've had these kind of issues with the PS1 emulator. Okay, that's jump. X is jump. Square is hard turn. What else am I supposed to do? I'm just skiing. I'm literally just hitting left and right and hard turn. Like, there's nothing else going on. At least one extreme and two extreme, you had punch and kick. Like, you could actually attack people. Nothing here is happening. I don't feel like a bowling ball because I don't feel like I'm doing much of anything. Although I really cannot control this for the life of me. Is there even like an accelerate button? Because X is jump, but I don't think I've had any. Okay, I thought I might have crouched for a minute there, but no, that was just an automatic thing the animation did. Also, the music is loud. It is loud in my ears. You guys won't notice it because I'll just turn it down in post, but it is loud as fuck in my ears. Yay! I did it. I think. What did I do? Nothing happened. I got 0 points. Was that because I was too slow? Oh, apparently I was. I was really fucking slow. I gotta do one more just to see if that was a fluke. Or if that was just genuinely as boring as I thought it was. Oh, if I hold up, is that what I can speed up with? Can I speed up with up? I don't know if that's doing anything. Oh yeah, that's the speed up. Okay. Alright. Something's happening. Oh, I finally hit a point where I was supposed to jump. Oh, it did say jump checkpoint, I think. Is that what that said? Also, I love the concern that the announcer had. Oh my god! I also haven't, other than that, I haven't gotten to a jump. Like, apparently I'm supposed to be able to do tricks, but the entirety of Italy had no jumps. How am I supposed to do tricks? Am I just supposed to, like, start skiing backwards? Can I do a manual? Like... Okay, I jumped. How do I do tricks? Number 15, Armorines Project S.W.A.R.M. Acclaim Studios, London. 2000. By the way, this is not the last time you will see Acclaim on this list. Oh boy, yet another adaptation. That's right. The last two actually weren't adaptations. The first three, well, I guess one was not an adaptation. It was more like just product placement with the Barbie one, but kind of same thing. It's almost like these things are generally made on the cheap by bad or otherwise inexperienced developers or something, and this one's a port to boot. Based on Armorines, a 90s comic book nobody's ever heard of, Project S.W.A.R.M. is a sci-fi first-person shooter, and that's all that really can really be said about this generic, lifeless product. Good. We're getting another boring as fuck game. As GameSpot put it, there's nothing technically wrong with Armorines, it's just so uninspired it feels like a worse game than it already is. The weapons, environments, and story are also cookie cutter, that's nothing to grab your attention. The missions are all about running around big, empty levels and killing things, and sometimes you have to run around these levels for hours looking for the one enemy you missed. Good. Made by the same studio that published Turok 2, this just feels like a cheap reskin of that, and Turok 2 it was itself mediocre at best. I've heard of Turok 2, I've never played Turok 2. Why do I feel so close to the ground? It feels like my character's like perpetually I'm shorter than a barrel. Why is everyone so tiny? Or the barrels are gigantic. I've never seen a barrel that big. Oh boy, what are these controls? Hold on. What the fuck is the control scheme here? Okay, so right bumper, R1, is move forward. Right trigger, so R2, is move backwards. Left trigger is crouch. X is strafe left. B is strafe right. Aim is the left stick, and it's fucking vertical inverted, which I absolutely hate. Is there any way to change that? Why is invert default? Why is also, hold on, can I move backwards, strafe left, strafe? Okay, good, I can absolutely do that. Why would duck though? What? Hold on. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, why is duck on any of the triggers? But you know what? This is good enough. This is good enough. This feels better, but aiming is now on the triangle, circle, X, square. You know what? Games like this, that was the first part of the level. I killed one enemy and walked into an elevator. I assume an elevator. But games like this make me appreciate, really make me appreciate modern first-person shooters and the fact that dual analog sticks exist. Because, boy, does this control scheme... This sucks. What the fuck? Was there's something behind me? Was there an enemy behind? I looked back there before. There was no enemy there. Oh my god, I gotta retry from the whole thing. Can I skip the cutscene? At least. Here we go, mashing all the buttons. No, I sure can't. Oh, they're just like appearing out of nowhere. It seems like. I feel like... Was that out of nowhere? The one just seemed like it appeared out of the ground. Is that what happened the last time? Because I was over here. There's clearly nothing back here. There's clearly nothing anywhere. How does where the fuck are the enemies? The radar clearly doesn't work, because unless the yellow aren't enemies. Where are they coming from? They're just, they're just like appearing out of the ground, but when they feel like it. Like, I'm trying to find them and then, oh, so the green ones on the radar are the ones that are out of the ground. Yellow must be in the ground, but what determines what brings them out of the, because right now all of them are in the ground. Is he like stuck in the, he's stuck in the building. How the fuck do you screw that up? You have, I think I killed him, but like you have one job. And you somehow got him stuck in the, how? What is that climbing animation? I got armor. That's good, but what was that climbing animation? The thing is, now that I know how the radar works and know how... Volcanic laser. How do I switch to the volcanic laser? So, is anything gonna happen in this game? I feel like that's been a theme so far for this episode. Nothing's... What the... Oh, I hit a button. Okay, cool. Electric fence deactivated. I have more area to go now. I mean, the enemies, now that I know how the radar works, there's no threat. I can just... I can see clearly on the map where they are. So, as long as I'm not surprised, I'm good. It's just mash right trigger and... Ah, there you are. Oh, I don't have to mash right trigger. It's fully automatic. Cool. That makes that even less of a challenge. Oh, he can shoot. Ah, we got someone that can actually fight back. We still got a green dot here that I don't know. Is he up on the... Oh yeah, he was. Well, good fight. I will say I'm not sure how I died because even them hitting me, it took away none of my health. So I'm not... I got it. Am I already using a volcanic laser? Am I just picking up other volcanic lasers? Because that's pretty freaking lame if that's what I'm doing. If it's like, hey, you know, we know you have a volcanic laser, but here's another one. Did I walk into the fence? Is that what killed me? So I didn't even die to an enemy? I died to a fence? What? Am I following you? What are you doing for me? Am I supposed to just keep this guy alive? Is that what I'm doing? None of the enemies want to pop out. Like, I still have so many enemies that I have not beaten. There's still this building. I don't know how to open that. Are you gonna open it for me?
Rail power activated.
Monorail?
Objective A complete.
Okay. Yeah, you did open it. Cool. Oh, I'm now basically in a tank. Is this just the other enemies then? Like, half the enemies, there's just yellow dots on the map that are not turning into enemies. Are they the enemies, or are they like items? Am I still not understanding how the radar works? Was that the end of the first level? Oh, so now we're just a rail shooter, but not even a good one, because there's no challenge to. Well, I guess there is challenge in the sense that like I've already lost most of my health somehow, but like I just hold down the right trigger and hope for the best. Oh, and now I'm out of it, which actually lowers the risk because I have a lot more control on foot. Ladder climbing animation. Cool. Nothing up here. So the yellow. What is the yellow? Is there anything I can do with the yellow? I don't see. Is it this item? I picked up adrenaline. But it wasn't the item because the yellow's still there. Do I have to go back here? Oh, maybe. Maybe there's enemies here now. Oh, I just fell into a pit. You know what? That's probably a fitting end to that game. Boy, yeah, these games are just incredibly boring so far. I don't know who designed these games, who played these games and thought like, yep, that's good enough to put on the shelves. Everyone's gonna love that. Because these are... Oof. Number 14. South Park Chef's Love Shack. Acclaim Studio. Oh! Acclaim! Shocking! Like I said, it's not the first, like, that last game was not the first time we'd see Acclaim. This game is also not going to be the last time we see Acclaim. We are going to see Acclaim, I think, at least 2 more times. They're on this a lot. Shocking that they closed in 2004 with so many just bangers. Chef's Love Shack in an attempt to mash up random trivia questions with Mario Party minigames. Yes, this is a multiplayer-only party game featuring South Park characters. What could go wrong? Just about everything, apparently. For a start, the questions don't make any sense. You have the typical level of South Park humor, but instead of the questions and answers being written in a humorous way, they're fundamentally a joke, so they don't make any sense. For example, one category is called Sucks or Canadian, in which you have to guess if something is from Canada or if it sucks. This is compounded by the fact that sometimes it can be both, and that the questions repeat themselves ad nauseum. If South Park Chef's Love Shack was one of the questions, the correct answer would be sucks. Oh, shit, got him. The games are all as basic as you can get, mostly ripoffs of old arcade games like Space Invaders or Asteroids or button-mashing marathons. It has almost nothing to do with South Park other than the characters and lame attempts at humor, so it really does feel like a cash grab during a time when South Park games were infamous, but we'll come back to that later. That sounds awful. I mean, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of South Park in the first place, but just a random, like, weird trivia game plus shitty Mario Party games, which I feel like most Mario Party knockoffs are awful. Like, the minigames suck, like, everything about them sucks. The only exception that I've seen is Pummel Party. Pummel Party's like the only Mario Party knockoff that's actually good, but pretty much any other that is similar has just not been great. Can I play with one person? This is like a multiplayer only game. Does this have AI? Did this figure out how AI works?
Huh?
Yes. What is with the like random voiceover? You know what? Let's do just a quick game. Just a quick game. We don't need this 2 rounds. I don't know how much a round is, but
South Park Cable Access welcomes you to Chef's Love Shack.
I'm sure even 2 is gonna be way too long.
You give it up for your host, the most eligible, edible, and ultimately unforgettable chef.
They didn't even have. They didn't even. They didn't even have like applause in the game. They didn't even, okay. So wait, do they not have AI? So.
Why the hell can't we ever get lovely
wait.
ladies?
Sorry, Chef. Rick James is
So
in
it's a
town. He's got all the lovely ladies.
So wait, they don't have AI? I'm playing alone?
Hello, children. Here we go.
How does that work? How the fuck does that work? What? Am I missing something? I don't fucking know. I can't.
Damn, boy, you're way too slow.
The controller didn't work.
One of these things is not.
So controller
like the
works.
others.
I can't change. I can
I
select.
guess that means you were
Do I have to
wrong, children.
hit select? I'm hitting everything.
Boy, you're way too slow.
It doesn't. I can hit X
All right.
to
Let's
select,
jump straight into
but
a
I can't
gameplay
hit
round.
anything else to like actually do anything. Also, again, I'm just like I'm playing a trivia game
It's
alone.
meant
Ah,
beneath your
Space
character.
Invaders. Okay, up and down works here. What the fuck? Oh, this is actually like Space Invaders. It's more like isn't this more like Galaga, where they actually like fly around like that? Oh, well, I died. Cool. Was that it? Was that the game? Awesome. I'm first. I'm first of 1. What is the point? Why are there no AI? What
Welcome back,
happens with
children.
that game
That
if
was
there's
a
multiple
great
people?
game.
Are we just all there? It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking work. Oh, I had to. I'm confused. I was confused. I had to buzz in.
Let's bring on the wheel of
It's not just a.
fortuitousness.
See, I was thinking it was a. Like everyone answer kind of trivia. No, I had to buzz in. That was what I was confused about. Nothing. Cool.
Welcome back, children. That was a great game.
Yeah, that was a great game. You had me
The
spin a
victim of
fucking
scam
wheel.
is
What?
commonly called-
Clearly a dumbass.
I guess that means you were wrong,
No,
children.
it was what, a pigeon? Oh, it doesn't even tell me. Cool. Asses in space. This is gonna be fun and
Time
hilarious,
for a gameplay
and
round.
it's
If
asteroids.
You're not sure how to play the game,
Wait,
check the
so they-
instructions. Your controls are
the best
displayed
part-
beneath your character.
is in the review. So the games are all as basic as you can get, mostly ripoffs of old arcade games like Space Invaders or Asteroids. The 2 fucking games I get are Space Invaders and Asteroids. I don't care. Just kill me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It's, oh my god, I have more than 1 life? Why? Kill me. Kill me. Kill me.
Roy, who's our winner?
Let's hear it for Dan Marsh.
Again, I won, but like they don't even have AI. Like they didn't even think of like try to program basic AI. Are you fucking kidding? Like they couldn't even program basic AI. Like what? What the fuck's the point? The best part is the review for Armorines said it's almost like these things are generally made on the cheap by bad or otherwise inexperienced developers or something. I could say the exact same thing about the South Park one. Like, nothing fucking, like, what the fuck? Like, basically, it was just, because I didn't have a second person, it's play a basic trivia game, do some mini games, and win. Like, I couldn't lose. Like, they couldn't even add basic AI to, like, buzz in and choose an answer. Like, that, at the very least, they could have done. I feel like they could have done any level of AI and made that game slightly better. I mean, it is still, like they said, it's just rip-offs of old arcade games like Space Invaders and Asteroids. It also, like, it's just other than that, it's just a trivia game show? What? Why? Why? Mario Party already exists, which doesn't have trivia and actually has good mini games. Like in 1999, Mario Party already existed, I believe. Well, yeah, because that would have been at the very least probably the first 3. Sorry, the first 2, but at the very least, the first 2 already existed by then. And you put in like 0 effort. Anyway, that was worst PlayStation 1 games of all time, episode 2. Looking ahead, we've got a couple absolute bangers coming up. I'm not going to spoil it, although I guess you could just seek out the article and spoil it yourself if you really wanted to. But for now, I'm going to end this episode here and go play a good game, because you had, 3 incredibly boring games, and then one just shitty trivia game. I don't even know what the fuck you'd call that. But yeah, I'm going to end this episode here. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.